Welcome to another episode of Behind the Biz. Right. Today I have a very special guest. I have the founder of ZFounder, who runs a very popular YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers, focusing entirely on business owners.
Everyone, welcome Jin.
Yeah, welcome Jin.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Thanks,
to the show,
Chak.
yeah.
Thanks, Alvin.
No worries.
So today we're going to talk about, tell us a little bit about how you started and what ZFounder is about.
You want a long story or the short version?
Up to you.
The elevator pitch first, and then after that we go into the long story.
Okay. So right now what we do in ZFounder is basically we are a capital platform.
Yeah.
So we help a lot of people thought that we help startups mostly, but actually we do support startups, but we also have most of our members are SMEs.
Yep.
With some are even in the late stage kind of companies where they're looking for exits, IPO and stuff like that. So what we do is we match them with financing opportunities that is suitable for them. Like for example, if you're a late stage company, right? Have you ever thought about your exit strategies? It's like pretty much like ET's treasury management, right? Something that people never talk about one.
Yeah, okay.
So they'll be like, oh damn, I never thought about exit strategy. Maybe I don't want to be running this when I'm 60 years old. So can you look for a seller? That's something what we do.
Okay. And then these companies join ZFounder at what stage? Do they join you at the very early stages?
No, actually they come from all different stages.
Right.
But basically we do filter our members because we do not want people to just come in, I'm just here to have a look.
Yeah.
So that's why we charge our memberships at 2,000 per year.
Yep.
Is to, I put it at this price point because it's not that expensive, but it's also a bit expensive.
Yeah. So serious enough lah.
Yeah, so that you can filter off people that are not really there to start something.
So if I'm a founder watching this today and I run my own business in any stage, right, what would be my benefit of joining ZFounder?
Okay, so I think when you talk about joining different business platforms or circles, right? I mean, just to name some of them, JCI, BNI.
Yeah.
So those are what we call networking platforms.
Right.
Which is good one. You go there and know people and all. But in ZFounder, I don't want you to just come, I know Alvin today and that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone here talk about capital.
I see.
They join because they want to turn their business. In Mandarin, we call it not just making money, but we make it valuable as well. Because profitable business are not always valuable business. Two different things.
Yeah.
Because I could be selling Chi Xiong Fan damn profitable, but it's not valuable.
Yeah.
So my job is all about planting that mindset into my members.
Okay.
And once they know, oh damn, I want to make my business valuable also, okay, that's when we start to talk about capital. You need to have proper structure for people to come in.
Yes.
Equity framework and all.
I see.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about your offerings and exactly what happens at these events that you guys have.
Man.
Before that, right, we came across this picture on your website of you holding a giant check with two censored people. Maybe you can talk a little bit more about how you graduated in law, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. I'm a law degree.
And now you coach people to bring their companies to exit strategies like IPOs and so on and so forth. So what was that journey like?
All right, that's interesting. But one thing to clarify, right? One thing that I emphasize a lot when I promote ZFounder, right? I do not market myself as a coach.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people, they market themselves as a coach and all. I market ZFounder as a peer-to-peer platform. So I always say this in my YouTube channel, I don't need you to judge me based on my content because content can be edited, can be designed. But I want you to judge me based on things that I have gone through.
Yeah.
Whatever you're going through now, I'm going through that as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm an entrepreneur myself.
So it's a peer-to-peer.
Exactly. I'm not just, I don't wake up and then I jump on a call with this guy and then 12 p.m. I jump on a call with another guy just to coach them.
Yeah.
I'm running my business as well. So that's one thing. And to answer Chak's question, right? So the journey is a bit, I think it started off as a personal incident.
Okay.
So this picture is about me winning the largest Mandarin startup competition in Malaysia, 2022. Or was it 2023? I think 2022.
Wait, largest Mandarin what again?
Largest Mandarin startup competition.
Startup, right.
What was the startup that you were pitching?
But that's the thing, right? Just to answer Chak's question again, I was pitching under ABC Junior. So it was actually a preschool discovery platform.
Right.
Okay, that's the thing, right? Are you guys a parent?
Yes.
Okay, so back then I realized I still think it's a good idea. By the way, once I'm done with ZFounder, I'll go back. So, do you guys know how to discover
Universities.
QS ranking and everything?
Oh,
Right? People
right.
use those to find out uni. Right?
I see. Okay.
What about daycare and preschool?
Just whichever's closest to my house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the closest one to your house is not always the most suitable one, right?
Yeah.
So parents nowadays, they are okay. A lot of people would say birth rate now is lower. True, but doesn't mean they are not spending more.
Yeah.
I spend more on my kid because I focus on quality of education,
Correct.
quality of life, and all. So back then I was pushing this lah. Do you really understand your kid or not? There's like what Reggio Emilia schools, and then one more. I forgot already. It's been so long, but like different school of thoughts when it comes to preschool.
Yep.
So the idea of that platform is based on your kid's requirement. Can I help you to match to a preschool that is suitable for your budget
Right.
as well as your children's need?
Am I right in saying that when you were standing here on stage, you believed 100% in this idea that it would work and you would become like a really big business and you would succeed?
That day, that year, when I won this check, right?
Yeah.
Nice day, as in startup from Taiwan just came in. 10 million funding, I think. Doing exactly the same thing.
Wow.
Right. And so
So-
how did you feel like on stage that day when you won this competition?
Okay, I don't want to whine so much because like because what people when they talk how they feel, they try to find a lot of reason.
Yeah, of course.
Okay lah.
No, feel. How did you feel
Feel.
winning this competition? Yeah. Like
Back then or right now?
back then, like everything's possible, that kind of feeling?
Back then, I felt like I was at a
Hi.
top of the mountain, man.
Superman.
You know, like people will come to me and say, you are the chosen one. Basically, they will use this word, you are the
right.
chosen one, bro. You're gonna be a unicorn founder. Back then, I was like, whoa, damn, bro.
Yeah.
But
What was that check? How much was the check for?
just
30K.
30K, not much.
30,000. Okay.
But then, like, now I felt like competition and doing the real thing is very different thing, bro.
How is that different?
Okay,
For people who have won competitions before and whatever, maybe
I
just
won, just to share, for the record, I won 3 competitions.
wow.
Yeah, so back then I felt like, you felt like you are just MMA fighter going after titles lah. Useless one.
Yeah.
It's like you're just there for show lah.
Okay.
Okay. There are merits to competition, but you shouldn't like you don't start a company just to join competition.
Correct,
Yep.
of course.
Yeah,
of course.
exactly. So right now I feel like it's part of the process lah. It's good, but you have to know that this is not
Reality.
the end lah. You have to continue, man. So I know Chak didn't ask this, but why it failed back then also. Okay, first thing I think I wasn't that mature about startup back then, but there's also HR issues, a lot of disputes between team members and all.
How many team members did you have?
At a peak, about 4.
Okay.
Okay, but all said and done, I still believe that this is a good idea. It's a good idea that anyone can do it.
How long did it take to crash the reality?
I think about 1 year lah.
1 year.
About 1 year.
And how did it feel when you wrapped it up?
Very good question. Okay, so I shared this on my YouTube channel as well. When I wrap it out, right, so I dismiss everyone.
Yep.
I do it proper lah. I paid whatever is due.
Yeah.
But I continue renting that office.
Oh.
Yeah, I slept there also.
Wow.
So I live and slept there for a good 2 years lah.
Wow.
Because that time it's also so ngam is MCO.
Right.
Yeah, so like
So this was during MCO?
yeah, 2022 ma.
Alright.
Right.
2022. So I think it's about still MCO lah, but it's not that strict anymore. But I lived there for a good 2 years just to reflect on.
That's a long reflection
Yeah,
period, man.
that's a wrong reflection. That's a long
2
reflection.
years, wow.
But it was during that process when I realized that couple of things lah. One thing is you shouldn't dwell on things too much lah, and there's no one there to save you one actually. Like people, often they go to join competition because they believe that by winning you'll be the chosen one lah. People will be there to save you and all. The judge will come and contact me, I'll invest in you. Not true.
Okay.
I mean, of course that there are people who have gotten investment through all this, but I'm saying you have to do the work lah.
Yeah.
You have to do the work.
There's no shortcut.
Yeah, no shortcut. So, ties back to ZFounder. I realized one day I woke up and then I realized, damn, if I could have if there's a platform where it's more like a peer-to-peer platform, where people can just share the true side of entrepreneurship, that would be damn cool. So that I don't need to go through all these things.
Right.
Then I was like, okay, I can't find anyone doing this, man. Then I start.
So do you think that entrepreneurs suffer silently?
Sorry?
Do you think entrepreneurs suffer silently most of the time?
Depends how you define suffer though. Okay, so yesterday was a damn bad day for me. So I had to fetch my wife in Menara Manulife, so Semantan area. People is calling me, gonna deliver aircon to the new condo unit, and I wasn't there. And then I had to call like guards and all management, and then they all scold me for not applying permits and all. So shit is damn crazy. And then Alvin's video is coming out at 7 p.m. I haven't gone through yet. My team is asking me for my feedback. So a lot of things. But then I always tell my wife it's about the mental state, How do you deal with things? Okay, so on top of my head, I was like, okay, I know everything is going haywire. You're damn angry right now, but anger is not gonna do any good, right? So you chill first. What's the first thing you need to do? Pick up your wife lah.
Yeah.
Then you go there first lah.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna dwell on things, right? Then the second thing is, then I call the management to settle the things. So I explain, apologize, and say sorry. Can you wait a bit and help me carry the aircon up lah?
Yeah.
Then the third one is I go to meeting and then I sort out Alvin's video. So like, good question. Do you think like founders suffer silently? Everyone got bad days lah, and they do suffer here and there. But what do you do with that feeling is very important.
I see.
Like if you are running out of cash, your runway is like maybe 3 to 4 months. Are you doing anything about it? Are you talking to like people for advice? Are you talking to Alvin? Like for example, people might think that no lah, Alvin is not there to help me lah because my company is small. Well, you haven't text people, man. You didn't even ask. You just presume that no one is there to help you.
Yeah.
So that's my take lah. That's my take on.
So it's a incredibly strong and maybe logical mental state.
I feel like that is very important, right? A lot of my members come to me and then they be like, wow, I like to join this XXX event outside because it make me feel good and all. Then I'll tell them, yes, because it gives you some emotional boost. But I like to talk about what happens after that event. Do you turn those things into actionable items? Like for example, if you come for ET's events, right? There's actionable item. We really talk about treasury management and all. How do you preserve more cash, lengthen your runway and all. But if you go to some, I'm not trying to bash on counseling kind of event, but you go to those, what do you actually get?
Call to action.
Or like what do you fix?
Yeah.
Right? I mean like for me lah.
Yeah.
If you are suffering, that means something is wrong with your business model. Then you should be fixing your business model and not your emotion.
Yeah.
So speaking about business model, I mean this is something that we talked about on WhatsApp before this, right?
Sure.
The exact business model of ZFounder is it a media business with some networking involved, or like what is the?
Okay, so the easiest way to explain this to a lot of people, right, is that I break down ZFounder into 2 parts. So think of it like a front end and a back end thing.
Okay.
So at the front end, yes, you can view us as a media company, but actually, to be honest, YouTube channel is just a way for me to acquire users and customers.
Right.
Because if not, how do people come to know about you, right? Yeah.
Well.
So happy to share as well. Up to today, 2 years in, we didn't spend a single cent on marketing.
Wow.
So everything is organic.
Wow.
But actually, that is also a dumb move. A lot of people is damn proud, like me lah. Proud. Wow, I didn't spend a single cent. Quite dumb actually.
Because?
Why are you so proud about not spending money? Right. If you are smart, you should be spending money to generate more money.
Right.
No, not like
Try
I
and
didn't spend
save,
money on marketing. Nothing smart about that actually.
Okay.
So back to Chak's question, the back end is more like a capital portal. So members come in. The funnel is like members come in. Okay, I'll access them. Okay, right now you're at this stage. What are you trying to do? Or you want to get finance? You want to get financing? They'll be like, okay, you got good profit, man. Why do you want to dilute now? Why do you just get bank loans? Debt over equity, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, no lah, I want to raise fund. Okay, then you can only raise from strategic investors. Then you'll be like, why? I want to raise from any investor that is interested, then I'll be like, do you want a sleeping partner on your cap table?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's like, boom.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a lot of what we do.
So kind of highlighting the realities of funding to a lot of people. They have this image in their head where like, oh, I get funded means I'm in it, man, you know, and all that kind of thing, right?
And then people is like, whatever funds they can get, they take. Not good, you know.
Yes,
I got a lot of members, they will present deals to me. It's like, hey, I got this offer, can I have a look at it? Then I look at it, then I tell them, hey, this is basically a trap, man.
Okay, so just to share with all the people out there who are looking at ZFounder and thinking, hey, maybe I might want to sign up. So you said it's 2,000 ringgit a year. What do they get for that?
What do they get for that?
Exactly.
Okay, so first thing first, you get access to the capital portal. Like what I mentioned to Alvin and Chak just now, what I want to do is actually an AI CFO. So I want to help you to get the right finance throughout different stages of your company. Because like win-win, right? That's how I lengthen the LTV as well. I'm going to make money, man. But I also I don't want to help you simply get finance also.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Second thing is exclusive events. We do have a lot of events, pretty much like what Alvin do, to talk about. But everything to talk about capital. We don't do general event. So business models that makes your business profitable and valuable at the same time. Exit strategies, when do you start negotiating VC versus PE, what's the difference? IPO, is it as glorified as it seems or not?
Yep.
A lot of people thought IPO is an exit strategy. Not true.
No, that's not true. You're right.
I got a lot of members come to me, they'll be like, bro, I want to exit through IPO, man. I'm like, damn.
What's the fallacy in this belief that IPO is an exit strategy? As in, it's not realistic to get an IPO lah.
Okay, that's one thing. I think Chak made a good point also. Alvin, correct me if I'm wrong. 2025, there's only 55.
Yeah, listed IPOs.
65 or 55, I think.
I mean, just a shade under 60.
Yeah, I think it's 55 lah.
Yeah.
So like what Chak mentioned,
IPO
IPO is not that it's not easy, you know.
It's not everybody.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Second thing is, do you really exit after you go IPO? Not true, right? There's lockdown period, and then you still need to do the work, man.
Correct.
It's not like you go IPO tomorrow, you go Bali already.
Correct.
I mean, this is what Edmund shared with us also.
Yes.
And I think one important part is, why do people have this kind of mindset, right?
Yeah.
Gurus,
It's the fantasy lah, right?
It's
a lot
fantasy,
of people selling this kind of course in the market, bro.
Yeah, they watch like, Microsoft, Bill Gates, what happened, and they're like, okay, that's what I need to do.
Nothing wrong about going IPO, but is that what you want or not?
Correct.
If you ever sit down and think about it.
What's the purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
Correct. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's talk about the local scene.
Oh, okay, cool.
So KL, I saw this piece of news quite recently, I think just a few months ago. KL breaks into global top 20 of emerging startup ecosystems.
Okay.
Is this a really great place to start a startup in Malaysia? And what are the pros and what are the cons?
That's an interesting stat, by the way. Okay, so I like to think. So when you talk about startups, right, I like to look at it from a couple of angles, lah. Okay, let's look at what startups need to actually survive first, right? Because later we're going to talk about business life cycle.
Okay.
So for the first few years, you're definitely going to survive first, like don't talk so much.
Yeah.
In the local scene, right, unfortunately, there's no such thing as very, very rare lah. Like I launched this today, next month I'm like 100,000 users. Very, very rare. Very, very rare. Even if it happens, normally it happens to like seasoned entrepreneur, people that knows their stuff.
Yeah.
Because like 100,000 users and 100,000 paid users,
two
different things, bro.
Yep.
And $19 versus $49, two different things, bro. Recurring revenue and one-time payment, two different things, bro. So a lot of people back then, Chak, Cradle days, when Magic is still around, people like to talk about freemium model. I don't know why.
Freemium, yeah.
Nothing wrong with freemium, but again, free and paid, two different things. So I think local scene for startup, for Malaysia, I think it's actually still good.
What is good about it?
Okay, what is good about it? I think there's a lot of grants lying around, but again, do you know how to use those grants or not? So what we do in ZFounder is also this. We tell you that, hey, there's such grants for your company. You want to go apply for it. If you want to go apply for it, what are the papers that you need to get ready for those? Second thing is, I think the local market is still okay for startup, depending on what you actually offer. I feel like startup that would thrive and survive in Malaysia, right, are those that are not so high tech, of course techy at the same time lah, but ties back to brick and mortar ecosystem.
Right.
Okay.
If you are so high tech, right, you talk about like some VR technology.
Yeah.
Unless you are able to secure clients overseas, else you can't survive. I don't think anyone will pay for those.
So basically, you're saying that if you're 99% tech only, and maybe less than 1% brick and mortar, challenging. But if say you were in I don't know, existing like steel business example, there's a bit brick and mortar, but you have induced tech.
I mean an easy example, right? If you are doing POS system for F&B, tech ties back to brick and mortar. Good chance of you surviving.
Right.
But let's say if you are some, I don't know, man, some really high tech thing,
like an XAI,
whatever, man, then I think it's a bit hard to sell in Malaysia right now.
Right.
Does that apply to only Malaysia or ASEAN or Asia? Or?
Good question. I love to be able to answer that, but unfortunately, I don't want to be giving answers that I don't know, man. But if like personally, I would say yes, because I feel like people always say if you want to build like successful startups, look at US, Europe, and China, right? Because we are always a few years behind them. To a certain extent, I agree.
Really?
To a certain extent, I agree. So when you talk about launching startups, right, it's not about your product as well. We always talk about product market fit. So the next thing that we need to look at is the market. Is there even a market for such thing or not?
Correct.
If there's no market locally, okay, then you have to sell it, like what I said, elsewhere lah. If you are not able to sell it elsewhere and locally, then you are doomed for failure, man.
Yeah.
Because we are not in the ecosystem where you can just burn cash. And I don't think, globally speaking, I don't think that's the trend for startup as well. People will want to see like some sustainable track record. Right?
Yeah.
Do we have that kind of track record in Malaysia where people go and look at a Malaysian startup and go like, Malaysia's got good startup history. I think there's a good chance that this one will succeed. Do we have that?
I mean, there are a couple good startups in Malaysia.
Qasim.
But it's also a lot to do with the founder's mindset as well.
Yeah.
Like for example, right, one good friend of mine is Running Man Catering. Have you guys heard of them?
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay, so Andrew, right, this guy is a damn hustler. He was doing food delivery even before GrabFood and Foodpanda came in.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy, TAR college student, started. People go to class, he just dabao food.
Yes.
Knock on people's door, hey, here's your food, man. So that's his style back then. So he gained a lot of traction. Okay, people invested and all. But Foodpanda came, Grab came. He like this is no longer his fight lah. So he pivoted into catering business lah. Okay, so people might say, so he's no longer a startup lah. True, but it's a profitable and growing business.
Right.
Still doing good, and he's growing well as well. So again, a lot to do with the mindset, right? Do you want to be seen like a damn high tech company, but actually your revenue is kosong one?
Correct.
Or you want to be seen as, yes, we are the pioneers for food delivery in Malaysia. We lost, we concede that fight, but
we find another one.
We are now huge somewhere else.
I
mean, I prefer the later one, right?
Of course.
The reality of Malaysian businesses, can you actually start a Malaysian business with revenue zero for more than, let's say, 1 year as a startup?
Can you actually... I think you're trying to say, can you actually sustain a business with zero revenue?
No, can someone go into this whole startup thing with the mentality, I just want to gather users for the first 3 years? No such in Malaysia, is there such thing or not? Can survive
I think
or
can
not? Without rich parents.
If you're in
without rich parents.
I think can.
Huh?
If you're in bootstrap mood, you can.
Bootstrap.
Okay, I always tell my okay, when I was living in the office that 2 years, right?
Yep.
Bootstrap.
Damn shit, man, the quality of life.
Right.
I had to like look for coins in the bag just so I can buy roti canai downstairs.
Wow.
I was surviving on roti canais
Right.
3 times a day, bro.
Wow.
Damn shit, man.
Amazing. Man.
But it's also a nice process where it's a well-needed process for you to really reflect on yourself.
Okay.
Because like people can just blame like, oh damn, I'm such a failure, but what do you do about it?
Yes.
That's the thing. So back to Chak's question, you can if you have the right mindset.
But will funders actually support you in that kind of pursuit? To say, my business plan is I don't plan to make profit until year 3 in Malaysia.
again, depending on the appetite of that investors, right? But right now, from what I see,
Difficult.
little lah.
Yeah.
Most would want to see some track record and a pathway towards return on
Profitability,
investment
yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a very I guess this is where the mindset plays very
Yeah.
important. Do you find that for Asians, maybe Malaysians in general, a bit more conservative, which means that if I'm going to put $1,
Yeah.
I'm not going to invest in a dream, right? Which chicken and egg lah. You have profitable business, but you probably don't have the most innovative businesses. Whereas all the innovation comes out from the West, right? What we see a lot today were all funded because they were dreams, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So back then, I used to sit with those founders who thinks that Malaysian investors are conservative.
Yeah.
But then if we flip that thing, right, and look from their POV, right, it's like if you want to start something today, do you really need 100,000? Let's say if I want to start a podcast today, what do you need?
Two mics.
Camera.
You don't even
some
need
lights.
mics, man. Just phone lah.
Just your phone.
Then
lah.
people be like, damn, your audio is damn bad, bro.
Yeah.
Well, have you heard of Adobe AI Enhanced Free Tool, man?
Yeah.
1 hour and below per day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can enhance that thing into studio quality
Right. I didn't know
audio,
that.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, hey, Jin, no lah, I need 3 cameras. Who say one? Start with 1.
Yeah. Your phone.
So-
lah.
We used to use one for our
Yeah.
setup as well.
Yeah,
last
exactly.
time,
Why do you need 3?
Yeah.
Just because people is doing 3, you don't
Yeah.
need 3, man.
Yeah.
So I see where those investors are coming from.
Yeah.
If you really believe in your dream, right, why don't you go first?
Yeah.
You
You
stand
go all in
front
first.
lah.
lah.
Why do I have to take all the risk for you, man?
Yeah.
I think that's a very good pivot. So, like, if someone comes into this whole mindset of, I want to start a company in Malaysia, what is the appropriate mindset in terms of looking for funding? At what point should they look for funding? Should they look before they, after they have a business plan and nothing else? Should they get a certain level of proof of concept in the market first? Or that, like, yeah. So last time I remember when I was starting out with this whole entrepreneurship journey, even, right? We applied for MDEC Technopreneur Pre-Seed. That was 150,000. A lot of people got it actually, and that actually created a whole generation of entrepreneurs in Malaysia. I mean, some of them failed, but a lot of these guys are still doing entrepreneurial stuff,
Okay.
right? Is that still possible today, where you can get 150,000 just for an idea? Or is it more reality set where, like you said, the costs are so low now that anybody can start a startup, not invest any money, and then maybe after seeing some traction in the market, they only go to look for funders?
Okay, so just to answer the first question, right, the best time to look for funding is always at the peak of your business, right? But the next question is, when is the peak of your business?
Yeah.
That's where we come in lah. So people don't often know like when is the peak of their business. I always tell my members, are you like finding yourself scrambling around? It's like you can't support this growth anymore. I really like this book. I think it's by Paul Jarvis, Company of One. So a lot of people thought company of one is like talking one-man person business that can build like unicorn business in this era just using AI.
Yeah.
But that's not what the book is saying. The book is saying if you can't sustain that growth, just stay one person, bro. So growth should always come in a manner where you welcome it. It's not forced. So if like next month I say, Alvin, you're gonna rent the office downstairs also, man, and then you need to get 30 more people.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Then that is forced lah. So if you're at a stage where you feel like, damn, I feel like I really need a few more pairs of hands, I really got more orders that I can support, then that's the good time for you to get funding lah. And then the second question is it really that viable to get funding just by an idea? I think it's harder right now, to be honest. Okay, like a lot of people say, not true lah, Jin. Some people with idea, they also get funding. Yeah, but have you looked at their profile, no?
Yeah.
If today they are seasoned entrepreneurs, then of course lah. One
Yes.
idea, they don't even need pitch that.
Yeah.
But who are you?
Yeah.
You're like
good
normal
point.
background, fresh grad, never exited before.
Yeah.
You try to sell an idea.
Yes.
No
yes,
lah,
yes,
bro.
yes.
So then at what stage do most of your guys get funding? What stage is that?
Okay, for my members, I will always advise them at least get your MVP done and show me some early traction first. Because if you don't even... Okay, so MVP, minimum viable product, is also an interesting topic.
Yeah.
A lot of them have like some serious perfectionist thinking on.
Yeah.
Wow, damn, everything must look damn good one. Not true lah. Why you need to look damn good for what? Right? Like just now using the same example, you want to start a podcast, you do it using iPhone lah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Editing software also, there's free one ma today.
Yes.
So the concept of MVP, you really have to understand it lah.
Yeah.
What's the concept of MVP? It's about finding, it's about building the most viable product so that you can find your product market fit, ma, right?
Yes, yes.
Then only you use funding to scale it up. Ma.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point. It's not for you to like,
Yes.
go big from day one. Ma.
Of course.
Yeah. So that mindset needs to be correct.
Yeah. Okay. And again, back to this, is KL well suited to do this MVP, and then
I think it's well suited, bro.
and there are people out there willing to invest once people have a minimum viable product and so on and so forth to scale up.
I mean, like we work closely with Malaysia Business Angel Network, which is the only angel club or association recognized by the government. So it's actually
right?
under Cradle.
Oh, is it MBAN?
Yes, MBAN.
Malaysia?
It's actually under Cradle. I don't know about other investor club lah, but this one is recognized by the government. So yes, they do invest, they do look at projects and all, but again, it's not like they don't give you free handouts.
It's not free or free for all.
And then people could say like, wow, the deal is not that good. Of course lah, who are you?
Yeah.
If you get a 50-50 deal, you should be happy already. Why do you expect investor to shield everything from you? Doesn't work that way lah.
Of course. And thanks for sharing, because I think that's brings the reality back to what is perceived. Too many movies on startups lah.
Yeah, exactly. Too many movies on startups and no lah, not like that lah.
Yeah.
So then, if that's the case, then okay, let's say you tap into this angel network. Just for all the companies out there, what do you think is a realistic amount to ask for? At what stage, with what kind of equity for your first round of funding?
Good question. So that one is a separate topic itself.
Yeah.
I will normally ask my members, how much do you need first?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people thought that, I'm at ideal stage right now, I take 5 mil. Can. What if I give you 5 mil now, I want 80% of the company?
Yeah.
Then you are my employee already.
Yes.
They don't realize this,
Yeah.
They thought, the more I can raise, the better.
Right.
Not true.
Yes.
You have to understand how much you need first.
Correct.
Then I'll ask them, how much do you need? You are spending on what?
Yeah.
Can you do it for cheaper or not? If you raise this, then how much longer is your runway? You need to answer all these questions. Then you can only determine how much you want to raise.
Yeah.
It's not like so that's the process lah. It's not about how much that investor can write you, but about how much you need.
Yes.
Never dilute more than what you actually need.
Yes.
And always go for bank loans.
Yeah, and because equity capital is probably the most expensive capital you can have.
If people say that, but go for bank loans, not sexy lah. True. So what you want? You want those PR releases over paying for interest? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it worth that dilution or not?
Correct.
But then, first of all, would the bank loan you money for a company that's just starting out with nothing else also?
Good question also. Depends. If you are talking about micro loans, so I also work closely with another partner on debt financing.
Yeah.
They do give out micro loans, not big, 30,000 to 50,000. If you can show, I think, if not mistaken, small cash flow of 10 to 15K per month.
Right.
Then they can give you a bit lah, just a bit. I feel like it's fair lah. You need to show that you are able to generate some money before you are able to get the money, right?
Yes.
These are banks, right?
These are banks. If not, then you can always go for some yayasan corporasi thing. That way is even lower and easier to get lah. But again, the discussion should be, do you know how to use that money or not?
Yeah.
Like I got a friend, right? Fuller just got funded 100K, I mean years ago lah, versus a competitor that got funded 1 mil. The thing he created and the result he created is exactly the same as the competitor.
Wow.
So this means that he knows how to use the money.
Yes. Efficient use of capital.
Efficient use of money.
But the public perception for that would be that the 1 mil one is more successful for some reation.
Doesn't matter lah.
Yeah, in the press release lah, or whatever lah.
Of course.
Yeah. Doesn't matter lah. I feel like a lot of people, they, how to say, they always look at, like what I would say, like a lot of movies on startup. People always look at the shiny side of things.
Yeah.
to me, it's
But the reality is very different on the
to me
ground,
it's okay
right?
lah. PR release, PR release.
So let's revisit something that Alvin said just now about how like he thinks that Asians are more conservative with their investments. So I found a interesting post. I think this was on LinkedIn or whatever from a co-founder, and he was talking about the difference between Asia and US as a tech entrepreneur, right? And the first difference that he highlighted was that relationships are more important in Asia.
In Asia,
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you resonate with this?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
It's like okay, again, right? Let me throw a question to you guys. Like, in Malaysia, right, they always say there's three main races,
Yep.
Chinese,
Yep.
Indian,
Malay.
and our Malay friends.
Yeah.
But do you also agree there's easily two kinds of Chinese out there? Mandarin speaking Chinese
And English speaking.
Educated Chinese.
Yes.
And both of them actually are very different.
Agreed.
Operates very differently. If it's more towards English ed, they are a bit more Chin Chai in the beginning one.
Yeah.
They're okay with you. Let's try first, bro. It works, eh? Mandarin speaking one, a bit more old school. Or you from which association? We worked together before. How many years are you in the business? Then you're my son's friend. Okay, we try something. So the relationship is a bit more hierarchical.
Right.
This is very interesting because I can't tell which one you are, you know. Because
Good
because
question.
your channel is mostly Chinese speaking, right? Even your intros are all Chinese speaking. But then, right, when you appear here and you talk to us, it's almost like I don't sense that anymore, you know.
Okay, so
You hire one dua alam, is it?
no. So first thing first, why I started the channel in Mandarin, because I wanted to avoid competition from BFM. Okay. So it's all about picking your fight, man. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if they're. I think they're doing something within the Mandarin space, but I believe we are doing two very different things.
Of course.
Like,
So you don't want to compete in something that is red ocean, for example?
I feel like I want to own the capital space.
Right,
I mean,
right.
they can have everything else.
Yeah.
To me, building a business platform, like even ET is also a business platform. What is business platform?
Yeah.
There's no clear-cut definition for it.
Yes.
But capital is clear-cut.
Yeah.
Everything that does with financing and fundraising is capital.
So are you do you speak Chinese more
I
or
speak,
English more in outside, like with friends and family and all that?
Depends, man. I can actually speak English. I can also speak Mandarin.
Just so you know, we're both bananas, lah.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, my English is not that good, but it's not bad.
No, I think it's pretty decent.
I can't tell, man.
I mean,
can't tell.
my IELTS score is 7.5. I think it's sufficient. Sufficient.
Yeah, the fact that you said sufficient and not enough. Oh yeah, can already. No, but yeah. So I'm more curious to talk about this, like the differences between the English speaking and the Chinese speaking, because you feel like a Haiwan Dua Alam, you will probably be the best person to speak to about this, lah. Like yeah.
Okay.
What's the English speaking
very
mentality?
two different
then?
mindsets when they do business.
Right.
So
Tell us
I feel
more.
like-
Tell us
Yeah,
more.
tell
So
us
I
more,
feel
tell
like
us more.
Mandarin speaking founders, the old school one, but actually Mandarin speaking founders, there's also new school one. But let's talk about the old school one. Old school one, a bit more calculative. They'd be like, what's in there for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but then, because we are in finance, we also like, if you can get a bank loan at 5% and you can put that thing, let's say earns you 6%, you still earn that 1%,
Yes.
right? Still
Yes.
earn,
Yes.
Then for us, we do it, but for
Yeah.
them, they'd be like, wow, why this, Can we nego to 3 or not? So,
Right.
So that's their mindset,
So you're saying the English one a bit more chin chai?
a bit more chin chai, I feel like it. But of course, yes, we have to make profit for our own business, but a bit more easygoing, I feel
I
like it.
see.
Then what about the startup mentality, the growth mentality, and so on and so forth?
The startup mentality and growth
Like
mentality
idea
for these two
versus
kind of-
Yeah, for
idea
two
versus
groups,
practicality versus dreaming versus that kind of thing.
Okay, good question. This one, right? Because startup is a new kind of thing, right? Then I don't normally see like old school people operating in startup. Actually, they feel like startup is bullshit, bro. Now I talked to a few founders before.
So these are Chinese speaking Chinese.
Chinese-speaking founders.
Chinese. Okay. Chinese Malaysians.
I can share one without mentioning the name.
Okay.
Penang, bakery business.
Okay.
Fourth or fifth generation already. Super huge.
Okay.
Super huge. So one day, I think someone invited him to a startup event or something, talking about investment, angel investment. So I asked him because I was the person handling all those guests in the VIP room. So I asked, what do you think about angel investment? They say it's bullshit He said it's bullshit If your business is so good, why don't you invest yourself? Okay, to a certain point, he's right
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, there are people of that caliber or from that era, right? They don't believe in all this startup kind of thing.
Right. Which I think the ironic thing, of course, those days when you say fourth or fifth generation, there was no such thing as a startup.
Yeah, they built everything from the ground, bro.
Either day one you start your business is profitable or you're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much that's
so I don't blame them.
That's how it
makes sense one actually.
Yeah.
So back to Chak's question, right? I think for startup, both are quite similar. Doesn't matter if you are Mandarin speaking or English speaking, because people that will be doing startup are mainly like younger folks. Yeah.
And how many of these are founders that within your network as well and within the Malaysian ecosystem are generational entrepreneurs, meaning to say that they come from businesses that are handed down from the parents and that kind of thing as well?
That's also a good question. So first thing, let me address some perceptions first.
Yeah.
Back then I also feel like, wow, shit, man, people pass that business to you. Of course you have an easier time.
Yeah.
Not true also. I mean, Alvin, you know.
Yeah.
Gen. Different challenges, man. Of course, first gen you have to open the, people say, open the road
Yeah.
You have to go cut trees, chop trees, open.
Yes.
But then the second gen is you need to
Maintain the road.
You need to maintain, preserve, and even worse, those that are good in what they do, you need to find a new height, man.
Yeah.
One guy that I really like is Hexstar. Second gen, right?
Yes.
Second gen,
Eddie.
Dato Eddie.
Yeah, okay.
Damn, bro, that guy is a beast in capital, man. Does a lot of M&A, right? Smart.
Yes, he does, yeah.
So second gen,
Mm.
but different. He turned his father's chemical business into a conglomerate of listed coals right now.
Yeah.
So different challenges. You can't just say like, oh, you get passed on this business, then you can have an easy life.
Correct.
True, there are people like that, but no point,
Yes.
What do you get from saying this?
So a lot of your founders are non-generational ones.
Yeah.
They come from normal families, middle class families.
Mostly are first gen.
Right.
Mostly are first gen.
Interesting.
Or they might have come from a business background family, but they choose to do something
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Cool.
now... Sorry, go on.
No.
Oh. We wanted to talk about something that's quite current right now.
Yeah, sure.
I think a lot of people have seen a video circulating of a certain guy in a Ferrari being a little bit loudmouth. So I don't want to get into the specific of that because I'm sure that's been talked to death already.
Okay.
But I think it sheds light on the potential that what you see in founders when they get interviewed and in TV and in magazines or whatever not, and the reality of what they are is a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree.
So
100%.
What are the differences?
1000%.
What are the differences that you see?
Again, this comes back to your own personal value, right?
Yeah.
I believe in how you treat the other aspect of your life, right? It's the same as how you treat your business. I feel like it.
It should be lah.
It should be. As in like, okay, I started to practice this more nowadays. Okay, because recently I just got married.
Congratulations.
Last year, so like still newlywed. So I would tell my wife, "Have you heard of Kobe Bryant?" It's like, I don't know this guy, man, but okay, not the main point, but let me tell you what Kobe said. So I think back then someone interviewed him, say you have a sprained ankle, and then you just gone through 10 plus hours of training. You went home. You go back home, and then your daughter started running up to you. What do you say? Sorry, I'm then tired. I want to go sleep. Not fair to the kid, right?
Yes.
Or you say, hey, come, let me spend some quality time with you right now. That's what you should do as a dad, right?
Mm.
So I always tell my team, what's the right thing to do in your capacity? Today I'm a business founder in a business meeting. Then I'll lead by example. But if I'm home, then right now I'm no longer a business owner. I'm a father or dad or husband. Then I play the good role of that. You need to be present. So back to the question is like, do you have founders with double or triple different characteristics behind the
Personalities,
scene or in front of the business? Definitely lah. But I feel like if you are one of those, then it's tiring lah, to be honest.
I also feel it's tiring.
Why you not be like that?
Yeah.
If you really don't like someone, you don't like the deal, then just say you don't like it
Yeah.
lah. No harsh feeling, it's just business.
Yeah.
So often I will tell my partners, like for example, without naming names again, one uni came out to us and then started to say, I like what you do, can you come and be our judge, mentor our students and all. I say, more than happy to do it because I like giving back to the society, but you also give me something back. Like for example, can you give me a special portal for my members to recruit interns or not? Simple ask ma. Then a lot of hassle cannot I need to chat with this. Then after that, I say, then this is not for me lah. Then they started to say, I can't believe you just ghosted us, don't want to support us. Then most people would just ignore lah. But I didn't. I went back and say, so sorry, I can't do this because I feel like you have been using me, man. And this is not fair lah. I'm not nothing against you, but I feel like this is not for me because I have been contributing a lot and I'm not getting anything in my way. So like I no longer want anything to do with this. So I feel like a lot of business owners, they should be a bit more frank and straightforward in what they want.
Rather than pretending to be somebody that they're not.
Nothing wrong one. So like I really can't understand those that have like two to three personalities behind and in front of the scene. I feel like quite tiring lah. How I treat my staff is how I treat my family members, how I treat the cleaners even. I feel like that's very important. You need to respect everyone, bro.
Of course.
Do you see any patterns of people who are more family oriented being better or worse entrepreneurs or different types of entrepreneurs? Because always like, even like, okay, going back to startup movies, right? You talk about the social network and all that one, right? They always say like, you can't create a social network without
I get what you mean, Chak. It's like
friends.
You have to ignore your family,
stay
stay alone, go into a cave and then meditate there. That's what I did.
2 years in your shop.
So I feel like that's because you lost sense of time and you're not disciplined about your schedules. Actually, do you guys agree productivity doesn't work in a way where it's always constant throughout the day?
Of course. Yes.
Absolutely.
Then why do you want to force yourself to work when you're not productive at all?
I believe in that too. Yeah.
Right. Go and do something else.
Yeah.
Go and read a book, play some games, spend time with your family or what.
Correct.
But don't overdo any aspect of your life. Like you can't chill too much also, right? But business, yes, you need to be serious when you're working because life, work, right? But also you need to have clear separation. Take care of everything, bro.
So all your founders, how many of them have kids, eh?
I think a lot, man.
A lot, huh?
I think I'm one of the youngest one there.
Not yet. Oh, you're a father? Are you a father?
Not yet. Just got married, give you some time lah.
Akan datang lah.
It's only been 6 months, right? So
about 1 year lah.
1 year, yeah. Hey, what are you waiting for, we?
Soon. Yeah. So I feel like how you bring yourself as a founder is very important.
Yep.
And my wife would, like yesterday, right? I had to fetch my wife, right? And the meeting is starting at 10 a.m. So I actually had to, I'm actually taking the MRT to TRX. But then I came out when the train stops at Merdeka because I want to start the meeting. I don't want to catch out other people on the train, right? Then my wife is like, damn stupid lah. Can't you just tell your team and delay the meeting for 30 minutes? Go TRX, set up properly. Yeah, I say, no, man. 10 a.m. is 10 a.m.
Yeah.
People are there already. If today you are late, then people can be late also lah.
Yes.
And also, another time, I forgot to shoot a video. So there's no content next week.
Yeah.
Then normally I tell my editor, if I can't get the raw files to you by Friday, you don't have to cut already. I cut myself.
Wow.
Then my wife said, damn stupid lah, you pay people salary, but you need to do everything yourself. Then I said, that's because I missed the deadline. It's your problem. If you pass the file to people on Sunday, then what? You expect people to cut over the weekend. That's not how it works, right?
Right.
So you need to live by those principles,
rules,
and then people start to respect you.
Yep. Consistency, yeah.
Yeah, my team members don't bullshit around.
Right.
I hold them as how they hold me to the same standard.
That's good. Moving on to the last aspect of what we had to discuss today was the business life cycle.
Yeah.
So
I guess we kind of discussed it, but okay.
No problem, we can talk again.
yeah, in the sense of like, a business owner in year 0 hustling, finding money, trying to make an MVP.
Yep.
Versus someone in year 5 where they have staff count of like, let's say 20 people, 30 people, or maybe even 100 people, setting up policies and stuff like that. Is that something that you guys help founders with as well, or help founders to experience and to learn?
Okay, I think partially yes, because I also talk to my members a lot about exit strategies.
Okay.
You see, right, when people start a business, they don't know where's the end goal of the business.
Correct.
It's like, that's why I like what Alvin is doing, because whatever you do is for a purpose, right? Like treasury management is to build resilience.
Yeah.
Then the next question is, you build a business for what?
Yeah.
They say for money, so I can take care of my family.
Yeah.
Yes, correct, but you want to take care until
What do you want?
until when? Like, can the business still sustain at the current pace when you are 70 years old or not?
Yes.
Then okay lah. If you say can, then good for you lah. You can either pass on to your kid or what. But let's say it starts to slump when, because people always say the value of a business is inversely proportionate to the age ma. Correct lah. When you already retired lah.
Yes, of course,
Right?
of course, yeah.
So then what happens next? Do you want to pass to your kid? But what happens if your kid, they don't want, they tak mau? Then what do you do with business? You either close it down and you gain 0 of it, or can you look for a seller earlier than you pass it on? That's what's happening in Japan. Right? Business owners are in an aging population. No, can't find any inheritors.
Because they don't have kids, a lot of them.
Yeah, don't have kids.
Yeah.
So M&A is a thing in Japan.
Japan,
Recently they are coming to, I mean, we just did not confirmed yet the deal with Nihon M&A. They are scouting in Southeast Asia, bro.
Yes,
Southeast Asia is, I think right now in this next few years is the era of consolidation. Because back then, if you want to start a business and you are adamant about it, confirm you can make it one.
Yeah.
And then come the era of 2010 where it's the era of listed co. People are exploring IPOs, private market and all. I think after 2020, like right now, is the era of consolidation. People want to group together.
Right.
Those small, big SMEs. Definitely some will want to grow more. Some will be like, I want to chill already, I'm done. So come back to our topic, right? Business life cycle. You have to be really clear about it. And you have to have certain clarity. It's like having a portfolio. You invest for what?
Yeah.
Oh, invest, I want to earn
Just for
money.
fun.
Yes, but
Yeah.
for what?
Correct.
When are you going to stop?
What's the purpose?
Yeah, what's the purpose? Same thing with the business.
Yeah.
So you have to know what to do at certain year. So I always tell my member, you want to fundraise now, good. But you fundraise for what? They say want to grow. Okay, good. Then you're aligned lah. But if you say I want to fundraise now just because I want to survive, then something is wrong, bro. You can fundraise first one round to save your ass, but definitely you can't fundraise second round.
Correct.
I always believe in this guy. What's his name? Fella is no longer here, but as he passed away already. But I like this guy, Kazuo Inamori. You know that guy?
Sounds familiar.
No.
The guy that saved Japan Airline.
Amoeba. He came out of
Yes,
Amoeba.
Amoeba. Yes, that guy.
Yes.
He owns what? The company called what? Kyocera.
Yes, Kyocera. Yes.
So I think Fuller is the only one that owns 2 to 3 company in the global 500, as in top 500 company. He owns 2 to 3 of them. So that guy always believed that if your company is not meant to survive anyways, as in it lost its purpose then there's no point dragging it any longer then what's the point, right?
Yeah.
If today ET got 0 customers, 0 relevance in the market, then why you want to fundraise to lengthen the suffering?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Rather than you raise fund to pivot into different thing like what Alvin said the other day.
Yeah.
So do you agree? And since we talk about treasury management for companies, so do you agree that companies should at some point do treasury management?
I 100% agree, man. Like, first thing first, it's also for risk mitigation. And then a lot of people, first you have to understand risk. People will say, but I put into ET's fund, it's even riskier than my own business.
Yeah.
Maybe because you know your business best, you feel like there's no risk. But you are not profit,
Yeah.
nothing is certain.
Nothing is certain.
Nothing is certain, bro. So Like what Alvin said, 10x, can you put one aside so that you diversify a bit of risk?
Yeah.
Right?
Correct,
That's how it works, ma.
Yeah.
But if you are small, then you got no, like little capital, then of course, yes, you don't diversify now.
Of
Nothing
course.
to diversify anyways.
Yeah.
But when you're big, then you start to think about all this.
Correct,
You need to
correct.
build treasury management. It can be for resilience, can be for exit also.
Yes.
Maybe one day you say you don't want to do already, then you just chill lah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with chilling, ma.
Yeah. Basically, I guess that the idea of building a business that helps you build assets
Needs to
instead only
align
cash
to
flow.
your lifestyle also.
Correct. Yeah.
Needs to align to your lifestyle. If you no longer want to be doing this, bro, it's okay. It's all cool. Sell it
Yeah.
at a peak so you get a good valuation.
Yeah.
And not when you going through a divorce lah, your kid fights with you lah, renounce you on the newspaper lah, they'll be like, hey bro, come and buy my noodle store for 80k.
Well,
no one will buy it.
very
bro.
recently, right, in Singapore, there's something that's gone viral.
Exactly.
Which one? Huh?
Exactly. I was referring to that.
Oh, you remember that?
Which
Okay.
one? Which one? I didn't
No,
know.
Foley is trying to sell his recipe or what. So someone offered him, I think, half a meal back then, but he didn't want to sell.
For a noodle recipe.
Yeah. And right now, recently, I think it's selling for 30 or 40, 50k.
Right.
So again, can you exceed at your peak or not? Sometimes it's the ego lah.
It's
Yeah.
always the ego. I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's always the ego.
To me, right, if you can get a deal that is in your favor, bro, you don't count already, bro. You don't talk a calculator
Yeah.
like those old school. just go and eat first, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you talked a lot about exit strategies in today's conversation.
Yeah.
What are the, let's say, 5 or 6 realistic exit outcomes for Malaysian businesses?
Realistic outcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing a lot of people feel like, exit is where I can sell my company and tomorrow I can go Bali.
Yeah.
True, there's some cases like that, but very rare. People would normally want to buy your company and they want you to stay on for 2 to 3 years
Yep.
with guaranteed profit.
Yeah.
So I think in English the abbreviation for this is VAM, but I'm not sure what it stands for. But in Chinese it's called 对赌协议. So it's like, okay, Chak, you want to sell a business? You say you worth 10 mil, I can give you 10 mil, but you need to guarantee profit. You
Yeah.
cannot guarantee, I buy you at 5 mil.
Yeah.
So it's like fair lah. You say you worth 10 mil, I don't believe,
Yeah.
but I believe first. So it's like what? Safe lah. What's that? It's called safe. It's a investment formula by in Silicon Valley. It's called
Right. Okay.
future equity, something like that.
It's okay, I can Google it up
it's
later.
like I don't calculate your valuation for now.
Yeah.
I believe
Future
in what you
value,
say first. But we have an agreement where if you don't hit that thing,
Yeah.
I get to invest in you in
At the
lower valuation.
right.
Okay, so that's one. What else? Yeah.
I do that for my own venture as well. Realistic outcome. So the second thing is realistic one is you have to stay in a company and work for a couple years. That is always the case when it comes to exit. You have to work there to ensure that the process of passing over those things is seamless for the buyer.
Yeah.
Like for example, I buy over ET, right? Then every need to be here. You need to walk me through all the processes, how you get your clients and all. Then once I feel like I will sign an agreement, maybe 3 years, or you teach me everything really, I feel like I can run this, then okay, you can go Bali really. The third one is valuation. Valuation is always tricky.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, shit, I want crazy high valuation. But you have to understand, the thing with valuation, right, there's couple methods in the market. There's discounted cash flow.
Yeah.
There's also your book value. There's also market comparison. Like for example, you say, bro, my kopitiam worth damn lot of money. I say, okay. I look at Kopi, Huayang, whatever they are worth now, I assume you are worth 1% of that. For example, if you are starting, then the guy be like, wow, so low man. Well, you're just starting.
Yeah.
So I compare you with the big guys. So I draw a direct comparison.
Right.
So couple of methods. So those methods will normally lead to different valuation. Right?
Yeah.
So again, M&A, exit strategies, and in raising funds, right? Very similar. All about negotiation. If the buyer is happy with the negotiation, then can proceed. Willing buyer, willing seller.
Right.
And what are a lot of these, let's say, angel funders at least looking for when they invest in a company?
Angel funded. So you're talking about angel investment.
Angel. Let's go angel first. Yeah.
Upsides, I would say. Upsides as in, of course, 2 ways, right? One thing is yesterday I just read this, right? Two things like, they call it freedom money. Freedom money is where you make it bigger.
Yeah.
As in like, I invested in this guy $50,000. Suddenly I can sell my chunk for 5 mil.
Yeah.
That is freedom money, unexpected one. But nowadays they also look at the stable kind of money. Stable as in, can you generate dividend for me, you know?
Oh, okay.
Or how fast can you reach profitability so that you can raise second round?
Yeah.
Because when you raise second round, right, then I can start to negotiate for different things. Like for example, tag along or drag along rights.
Yeah.
Or you want to sell some shares, then I get to sell mine also. I also exit a bit.
Yeah.
So that's the reality when it comes
Okay.
to fundraising in Malaysia.
Not the big 5 million ones, but also more practical things like regular dividends and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then to exit with at least like my original capital back, and then still hopefully with some capital appreciation.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you always have to think from the POV of the investor.
Yep.
If not, kasihan that guy also.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that you have something, but you also have to protect that fellow's interest and welfare also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So knowing how much to dilute and when to raise is also very important. So that's what we do in ZFounder also.
Oh.
So that fellow say, I want to raise fund. Then I say, you're not ready, bro. You chill first, you're not ready, bro. I'll get you to be ready. So we have this thing called investment readiness. I'll get you to be ready. But chill first, you're not ready.
What's in that investment readiness thing?
A lot of things, man. Like for example, MVP.
Yeah.
Your product market fit.
Yeah.
And that is the initial stage.
Yep.
But do you also have the right equity framework, the mindset? A lot of people, for example, a lot of people say, I don't even find co-founder, one person. No, a lot of angels, they don't like to invest in one sort of founder team one, because too much of a risk.
It's a
Anything
risk,
happen to you is gao team already.
Yeah.
Right. So in we have this webinar. We have this webinar or boot camp. It's for 3 days. That's what we do for our members as well. There's also how we convert non-members into members.
Okay.
So they pay can be upfront with the fee. So they pay 79 for the webinar, and then if they want to join the boot camp and they get 1 year membership plus MVP created by our IT partners, then the whole thing is about 9,000.
Okay.
So that's part of what we do for them in the boot camp. One thing is, do you know how to craft your pitch deck? Some of them, their pitch deck, what the hell? It's like even longer than some annual reports. Then I tell them, bro, I won't go through this thing, bro.
What's your slide limit
My
for
pitch deck is like 10 slides only.
10 slides.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
take
like, bro,
note.
your one is like, I don't know, like some annual report, I won't go through that thing.
Right.
Next thing is, do you know how to pitch or not?
Yeah.
Some people, they go up, they read slides only, bro.
And
And also their alignment of what's the purpose of pitching, right? It's also not aligned. They feel like I go up, I do a good pitch, I get funded. Not true. You go up, you do a good pitch, actually you just get to exchange number only.
yeah.
So that you can yum cha with the guy.
Yes.
A long way more before you actually sign the check.
It's like how low like that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I always tell them it's like finding a husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend only.
Yeah.
All about alignment of interest. You want more money, that further one returns.
Yeah.
How do you align?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're getting to the tail end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just conclude by your own personal journey, right? I mean, we started this podcast by you having the 30,000 ringgit check, thinking that I'm king of the world,
Yeah.
and all that, and now you've owned a successful capital networking founders club for like what 3 years now? Is it three and a half?
2.
2
We
years.
just turned 2 last month.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
So
wouldn't-
how's the feeling?
How's
changed?
the feeling? I feel like right now I'm a bit more grounded.
Okay.
So I always tell my team, like, do celebrate your wins and all, but it's not like the end Keep going Keep going So
What would you tell that guy that's standing on stage with his face smiling, holding the 30,000 ringgit check?
that's a very good question, man. A lot of things I want to tell that guy, but one thing is, I feel like when you decide that you want to go into entrepreneurship, right, first thing is the mindset. The mindset couldn't come through. Because a lot of obstacles in the beginning. But those obstacles, right, is like necessary for your growth one.
Yes.
And don't always have the mindset where people purposely want to sabo you.
Right,
a lot of people will say, fuck lah, why that guy don't want to buy my product? Shit, he want to sabo me. Not true, bro. It's because your product is shit. So, like, come back to reality, work on yourself, your product, so you can have a growing business lah. And don't try to have dai lam tao first.
Yeah.
Go slow, steady, build trust.
Eat what you can chew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they do business, like to sign a lot of MOU, you know, 20, 30 MOU per year. Then I ask them, what have you achieved? Cost only. PR value.
Correct.
So I tell my, so I told my team, I say, 2026 is gonna be a tough year, man. A lot of our work is gonna be partnership activation. You sign with ET, how many people you can bring to ET?
Yeah.
Right. It's about building a trust, man. If you bring 0, then everyone will be like, what the hell, this further? It's like no value at all.
Yeah.
So you have to activate those partners, for my other partners also. Yeah. So that's a lot of what we do.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here today and spending the time.
All good, man.
I
really
got
enjoyed.
fantastic insights from you, really, Jin. You know,
I enjoyed talking to Alvin and Chak.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jin. Thank you for that.
When we hope to see you again.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, everyone, and Happy New Year for those of you who are celebrating Chinese New Year.
All right, bye.
Bye.